Separate benchmark. Interesting. That's nice. I like it when they do that. Oh, is this our engine? No save data exists. I'm going to play in English. I'm going to have English voices. Until the grid is barely visible. I'm on an OLED, so yeah. We're going to have stereo speakers. We're going to have Type 2. We're going to have subtitles. Colour blindness aids do not need. Enemy deaths we're going to have. Those are all fine. Please enter my age. Why are you doing this, Capcom? This isn't the first time you've done your age verification thing. Oh, no, hold on. Oh, I could have used R1 and L1. That's mean if you have to use those. Yeah, if it doesn't affect game content, why do you require it? My privacy is mine. But thank you for giving me the option. For a little bit of context, whilst because I'm clearly setting the game up for the very first time, that's a lot of options. That's on by default. I like that. I grew up with the Onimusha games. I have played Onimusha 1, 2, and 3. I have not played, I believe the ones after that, but I have played the first 3. So there was Onimusha 1, which was on the PS2, I want to say, and I played the shit out of 1 and 2. I believe I played 3 once. 3 was the one with Jean Reno, wasn't it? I don't know, can't remember if I'm pronouncing their name right, but the French dude. I'm assuming this has just set itself... Oh, it's got ray tracing. Well, since ray tracing worked absolutely fine for me in Resident Evil Requiem, I don't know whether this is going to be... Let's stick it on balance to balance that out. What kind of texture quality we've got? High or low? That's fine. I can always turn shadow back around with that. Motion blur is off by default. Appreciate that. And let's raise. I also appreciate that it doesn't max everything out by default. Customize speaker angles is an option. I appreciate this as well. So yeah, I've played the first 3 Onimusha games, but keep in mind that the first one came out in, I want to say 2001? Something like that. So it's been over 20 years, essentially. In fact, let me just double check that. Hey Google. Onimusha 1. Yes, January 25th, in fact, 2001. When did Onimusha 3 come out? Demon Siege. Yeah, 2004. That's not a lot of turnaround then, is it realistically? So they did 1, 2, and 3 within a very limited space of time. And yeah, we had Samanovsky, and we had Jacques Blanc. That was the name of the French character. And it was Jean Reno who played him. So, but I haven't played anything since Oni 3. So, I believe there was a 4th game, but for whatever reason, I didn't play it. Now, I like challenging battles. Difficulty level can be changed freely. Controller. Aggressive layout or defensive layout? Interesting. Ooh. Huh. That is quite interesting, actually, in terms of control layout, because the... I can't believe I'm spending time on this. The aggressive layout has got block parry on square. Now, that's what I change block / parry to in something like Lies of P, where you have to parry a lot. Having two-handed attack on circle is an odd choice, whereas the defensive layout is recommended for those less confident with action games, and yet that is a much more kind of Souls style layout, one might argue. I will see, I think. I'm going to go with the defensive layout, not because I want it to be easier, but because parrying is on L1, and that's where I usually put it. Blocking and parrying is my L1 button, just like dashing is my R2 button. Obviously, I'd like to have the option of just fully rebinding the controls, and maybe that is an option. I didn't look at them. Against his will, Miyamoto Musashi has become an Onimusha. Carving a path through the Genma monstrosities invading the capital, Musashi finds himself at Kiyomizu-dera Temple, where he has been tasked with purifying the Ki Sanctuary. A host of eerie phenomena play out before Musashi's eyes as he traverses the twisted, malice-wreathed temple grounds, accompanied only by the mysterious voice that rings out from his Oni Gauntlet. Having defeated the Genma that stood in his way, Musashi is greeted by a long-standing rival that he has crossed swords with many a time.
This is Kiyomizu-dera Temple. That really was instant.
This looks like a Resident Evil engine game. Actually, this looks very much... this particular area...
Alright, let's purify this place and see if that won't wake up Gauntlet Lady.
Gauntlet Lady? Yeah. So this bit reminds me very much of Neo, actually, as of course does the shrine. But nothing wrong with that, what with it being a fairly standard shrine. Bros? Okay, so you cannot spam. That's me tapping the parry button as fast as I can. Huh. Graphically, texture work is very nice, though I will say, considering I went through the brightness settings, that everything looks a little bit washed out. Interesting, the start actually does nothing. I wonder... Is there... Semi-off? Oh no, HUD on all the time, thanks. Turn action prompts on or off. Don't know what those are. Yeah, we'll have to see what that's like. I'm looking for. That's set to automatically enable. Hold on. What's my monitor saying? My monitor is saying that HDR is off, which is as it should be. Let's try. Ah, that's handy. That looks a little bit less washed out. Obviously, if that now makes everything really dark in caves, that's going to be an issue. But in terms of... yeah, in terms of colour grading, there's a degree of flatness. Oh.
Just the bastards I'm looking for.
Hi, friends. Combat tutorial. Here. Ooh, hello. Huh. Stamina and break isen. Press square or triangle near an exhausted enemy. Without stamina, the body cannot do as the mind wishes. Land attacks on enemies or deflect theirs to deplete their stamina, making them exhausted and open to break isen attacks. When enemies stamina are low, the body will turn red and crack. Depleted stamina will recover over time, so keep a close eye on your opponent if you want to exploit the advantages it offers.
Small fry.
Okay, we do have a lock-on. Perfect parry. Red souls. Absorbing red souls will make various enhancements available. Yes. Hello, friend. I was far too slow then. Yellow souls are sometimes left behind by defeated enemies absorbed to restore your health. Hit him into it. Ooh. Nice. So we've got more engaged combat. The thing about the original Onimusha, keep in mind that whilst I said, yeah, I played the shit out of it, it's been over 20 years. But the thing that I do remember about Onimusha was that it was basically Samurai Resident Evil, in a sense that it had fixed camera angles and you had enemies lurking behind things, and there was a real kind of focus on special moves of a certain type, if I remember correctly.
What's all that noise?
I don't know, I've got the volume turned down quite low. Defeat the Genma. Lock. Oh! Oh dear, I've been stabbed.
Burn bright! You're nothing.
Cut in half. Nice. I like the fluidity of the animation. Cut it in half. I'll have that.
Hey, I dealt with the monsters. Let me through.
Okay. So far, very straightforward. And that's fine. Tutorial is going to tutorial. Hello, people.
Thank you, Samurai. If those things had broken through the gate, none of the people taking refuge here would have had a chance. It's horrible. The temple grounds are just a killing field full of monsters. How can this happen?
I see a shiny
This is
thing
a
in the background.
temple. It's blasphemy.
If the entrance is this bad, the inside must be a mess.
Infernal fiends run rampant in the city, extinguishing all life.
Yoink. A mild restorative.
Open up, please! Quickly!
Consumable healing stuff. Problems, chaps?
I never thought I'd make it back here alive, but Buddha watches over me.
Is it really that bad out there?
There's nothing but fiends and horror beyond here.
Oh, I want to go and meet fiends and horror.
I urge you reconsider.
Fiends, huh?
Yes.
Just what I'm looking for.
Just indeed what I am looking for. I don't know. I don't think this is the start of the game because we've got a little bit of a recap. So
The malice is thickest over there. Now, how do I get there?
main menu. Oh, okay. This isn't the main menu. It's the map. That's weird. Right. I am stuck with the cursor on the screen, apparently. Don't know why I've got the Steam notification up for that. I'm kind of intrigued as to what the Japanese voices will be like. I know for a lot of people that if you're playing a samurai game, it has to be in Japanese. Parries and the blazing states. Press L1 just before being hit. Blocking just before the attack has will trigger parry. Opens a window of vulnerability. The larger the window, the more impressive effects you'll see. Parry enemy strikes to fill your blaze gauge. Oh, okay. Oh dear. Hi, friend. Oh, so our blade glows. Okay, we can absorb souls during movement. Performance seems pretty good, and the game looks quite good apart from the kind of colour. Which, again, it looks a little bit... Reflex dodges. Circle just before being hit. Perfect dodge. You can even add insult to injury, reducing stamina with a counter after evading an unarmed attack with a reflex dodge, for example. Fill your reflex gauge and press square or triangle to unleash a deadly reflex combo. Okay. Works specifically on...
Is someone there?
Oh, okay. I was expecting him to do something with his sword.
That worked well enough. Let's fall!
I'm assuming it's going to get more complicated and challenging than this.
We're done here. You're just fuel for the gauntlets.
Ooh, cleaving. Nice.
We'll get through there. Is there another way?
Here? No? Don't have a jump, so... Oh, this bridge.
That was fun.
Mm-hmm. Now, I don't need every game to be a Souls-like, but... Hazuki pouches can only hold a limited number of Hazuki. Okay, so we've got heals. Camera control feels very smooth and responsive. Press L1 plus X. Okay, so this is a full-on.
You're just fuel for the gauntlets.
I'm not sure how that's different to a parry. It doesn't even require you to do any particularly tight timing on that. Oh, you can chain those. Oh, that's cool. No bow though. Yeah, it automatically swings the camera to the next stunned enemy. I'm not going hunting for secrets or anything, though there did tend to be stuff hidden around in Onimusha. Spirit mirror unlocked.
What's that?
Ooh. The boss?
Gauntlets! What's it doing?
Uh-oh. I've activated a thing. Ooh. I've activated a cutscene. We have sight beyond sight. And see into the spirit?
It's no time. Don't bring them.
Cool.
To the stage. Faster.
The power of the Oni is within your eyes as well. It must have been awakened by the dark mass you absorbed.
What's that thing?
A concentration of the malice in this area, along with memories of the cruelty that created it. To purify this temple, you will need to find the source of this vision.
Right, Gauntlet Lady. Enough of that. If you're awake,
I've got
I
questions.
refuse.
You listen here.
I won't answer, questions or otherwise, to Gauntlet Lady. I was briefly awake thanks to the energy of that dark mass. But now I am not.
Have you tried turning it on and off again? Off and on again, even? Okay.
It's trying to tell me something.
Oni Vision. L2 plus R2. Make visible that which is hidden to human eyes.
Threads. What are these attached to? This thing's making the threads.
Ah. Okay. I don't know whether it's worth checking the sides to... to see if there are secrets and bits. L2 plus R2 is a kind of a weird combination for that, but it is what it is. Head of the high platform at the... They spin. I think I found your leashing range, haven't I? Hey! Oh, I can do that as well, just by running into the wall.
Barely worth my time.
So far, atmospheric, somewhat stylish looking, but very easy. Now, if you've watched any of my third-person action game playthroughs, and I've done a few, you'll know that I will often say, oh yeah, this is quite easy, and then I will walk into something that absolutely batters me. I'm kind of saying that to provoke a little bit of a challenge here. Blade Barrage. Crossing the swords with an enemy will initiate a blade barrage. To break it, you'll need to execute a different attack to the enemy. Okay.
Small fry. You're nothing. That stench.
Oh, you can do that from quite some distance away. You don't need to get close to do it. Oops. That was the wrong button entirely. You're ugly. That's my problem.
It's yours.
I don't know if there were stealth mechanics. Or if backstrap stabs are a thing. They are. Oh, that wasn't speedy. Oh, hello.
Lean into. Turn bright. You're nothing. No challenge.
Yes.
That's it.
Okay, I assume I could probably have used that to run them over. It's a cool effect. Flesh. No. That's the area that we'd just been to.
Another one. What a pain in my ass.
Indeed. Oh wow, you are inobservant, sir. These rocks look like they've... Oh, there's got to be some magic involved there. Oh, okay. They're tangled all around here. No, can't cut them down. So... follow the threads with Oni vision. Oh, hold on. They go further. Right, that's one of them, but I think there were two threads, weren't there? Ah, but it's dropped the rocks. Shortcut gate? No? I mean, yes, but not from this side.
Looks like it stretches out behind the building.
Right, we're sending those to a storage box by the look of it. Assassinations It says square, but it doesn't actually matter whether you press square or triangle. You can do that from a reasonable chunk of distance away, and to be fair, I appreciate it when it comes to stealth things. I keep expecting to be able to break some of these, and apparently...
There's someone there!
Crystallized Genma souls. Break lock. Ah, I see.
We're under attack! To arms! To arms!
Loads of mooks.
You're the attackers here.
Piss off.
Hello.
One strike. Well for you.
Tappy tap gameplay.
Never had a chance.
Okay, so maybe the difficulty then is going to come from the... Oh. The number of enemies. Yeah, you can kind of speed over to them.
Where is that damn spider hiding?
Indeed. Ah, I can knock those down. Is this... Oh no, I thought that was a treasure chest. Aha! Yoink. Is the other side of the shortcut door? No. Unless it won't open from either side. Which would be kind of entertaining. Interesting. I wonder whether they attack. What's in the box? The two Celestials. A pair of blades forged by Oni craftsmen extract yellow souls from those they strike down. Press R1 when the Oni power gauge is sufficiently filled. Okay.
Kinda reminds me of the gauntlet. Did the Oni make these too?
So that's specifically for yellow souls, which were health. And in fact, we have a gauge in the bottom right for it. Hello. Okay. A bit more of a pokey challenge.
You're a new one. Show me what you've got.
Okay. Blue souls will fill the Oni power gauge.
I can't see stretching.
Okay.
You sure?
Tap, 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 tap.
Really? Is that all you've got?
Nice. Okay, that was a little bit better. One thing I do want to check though, and this is very much a me issue. There aren't any accessibility settings, are there? Okay, layout. Sprint control, deflect control. That's only for mouse and keyboard. That's only for mouse and keyboard as well. Camera. Gameplay. I'm intrigued what this does, so I'm going to turn it on and see what it does. Show soul counts, show tips, tip replays, HUD settings, blood effects, enemy deaths. So there doesn't seem to be anything in terms of tap, tap, tappity tap. I don't like quote unquote gameplay that is just button mashing. Because it hurts my hands.
That giant Genma eats everything. If you're too close when he feeds, he'll eat you too. I'm here to eat humans, not get eaten.
Done.
So is that telling me how to counter?
We're done here.
Or what? Not entirely sure, actually, what those are doing.
Genma did this too.
Damn it!
That's not the right way, is it? Oop. Thanks, bitch. That made me jump.
You're now, bastard.
Ow.
Damn monsters.
Countering grabs. Circle just before grab lands. Okay, bit technical.
No survivors.
Easy.
That's how it's done.
Yoink. Also yoink. Right, should be to the left here?
I'm back here. Which way's the stage?
We can check, can't we? Yeah. Ooh.
Another one. What's he gonna show me this time?
Oh, this is automatic. You didn't actually... I thought it was something that I'd done, trying to draw in. But it's an automatic thing. So it's for story. Oh, bit yawny. Oof. Oof.
Give me, child. Please, give me. Help me. Right behind you, my boy.
Put me down! I'm not dead!
Eek. So it's really messed with the people here.
Musashi!
Hello. Whoa.
You too, huh?
This thing's made me so damn strong. I've been bored halfway back to death. But look, you've got yourself one too. What blessed luck.
Boss fight time.
Right where we left
He's
off.
really quite creepy.
Death can't stop us.
I wish it would stop you at least.
You thought that'd cut through? Too bad.
Who the hell wears a metal hat?
Ow.
Time to finish you off. What? Lost your nerve? Scared?
Oh, that's really slow to regenerate.
Got you! That's it? That's all you've got?
Huh. You have fallen? Interesting.
Right where we left off. Death can't stop us.
I wish we'd stop you at least.
You thought that would cut through? Too bad.
Who the hell wears a metal hat?
You look terrible,
I'm
Musashi.
pressing L1, it's not doing anything.
So slow. Oh, nicely done. I'm right here.
Oops.
I'll never get sick of this. Let's go, Musashi.
Oh, that's grab. That's his grab attack.
Does that hurt? Does it? I really
Man,
have
we
gotten
don't get a lot of time to heal. Okay.
right where we left off. Death can't stop us.
I wish we'd stop you at least.
Swing! What could be more fun than dancing with death?
There's four!
You thought that cut through? Too bad!
Who the hell wears a metal hat?
At some point.
So slow! Yes, yes, this is what I wanted, what I needed. This dance with death. I love it!
Break Issen and bosses, press left stick to select a target area, then press square or triangle. You can target specific areas when hitting a boss with the Break Issen. Parts are marked with symbols whose colours indicate their effects. Red indicates extra damage, while purple means plenty of souls. Interesting.
Woohoo! That's done!
This is looking good.
Okay. I quite like the... Oh, that's the end of the demo. Thank you for playing the demo all the way through to the end. You can save your demo completion date in the slot of your choosing. I'm going to put it in slot 1 because I can. 5:02 AM, just in case you wanted to know what time of day it is that I'm doing my recording. That was... Thoughts. I think probably the normal enemies are a little bit on the easy side. And as a ramping up experience and an introductory experience, having so many easy enemies and then, how shall I phrase this? I'm going to call that a much more challenging boss. I'm not going to say it was hard, but it was much more challenging than anything else presented in the demo. That's an odd difficulty ramp. That being said, it was enjoyable. I think the action prompts that I turned on probably weren't actually... Part of me kind of thinks, yeah, those were quite useful. Can we try the boss again without them on? Is that a possibility? Yes, we can. Can I skip this? Yes, I can. Skip. Skip.
Right where
Nice.
we left off. Death can't stop us.
I wish
Okay.
it would stop you at least.
You think this is a game, huh? You thought that was true? Too bad.
Who the hell wears a metal hat? You won't outlast me. I'm just getting started, can't you? Would you just die?
I'm not done having fun yet. What a thrill! What a riot! Moments that you hit me more, you stupid bastard!
Oh, that got me with the throw.
Ugh, why is your blood so filthy? What? Lost your nerve? Scared? Oh, nicely done! Oh, this is fun!
Go back to hell.
Okay. I think... In some ways, having those action prompts on gave me an idea of how to defend against the moves. So the second time around, it was going to be easier because A, I'd already beaten him once, and B, I got an idea that when he does his leaping attack, then you can press circle to get out of the way. So, yes. Turning them off didn't make the fight easier, but they also weren't as distracting having turned them off, because I found them quite distracting. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. I'm torn on a couple of things. I really would like an accessibility thing to not have to mash the button. If you could just let me hold it, that would be great for the old carpal tunnel. But otherwise, yeah, the difficulty was weird, and the slightly washed out nature of the kind of depth was weird. It takes... I think it takes a fair chunk of effort to make something look really washed out on an OLED, to be honest. And it wasn't washed out in the sense that everything was like pale. It was kind of washed out in the sense that there wasn't really any huge variation in colour depth. I think realistically I just wanted a little bit more contrast, which I didn't have. Yeah, I mean, I've played for an hour and I've got this weird feeling that there wasn't quite enough there for me to really get to grips with the game. But I do like the combat. It looks like it's got or will have some depth to it. You've got options. I would have liked a glimpse at what we could spend our red souls on. You know, in demos with currency, I always like it if you at least give us an idea of a shop and what collecting the currency is for. I can't remember how it works in Onimusha. Obviously, it's kind of Devil May Cry-ish in terms of, you know, red orbs, red souls, or God of War, I suppose, red orbs for XP. This doesn't feel like the old Onimusha games, what little of them I can remember, mainly because we've got full camera control and so on and so forth. But it feels like it's leaning slightly in the direction of a more modern action RPG. I'm certainly not going to call it a Souls-like. It was way too easy for that. But in terms of character action, having parries, perfect guards, perfect dodges, and so on and so forth, I think I pulled off a perfect dodge in the fights. I think that was when he creates a little kind of shadow clone of himself and spins out of it. I think that was the perfect dodge. But yeah, really enjoyed that. That was a good time. I'm looking forward to seeing what the full breadth of the context is that we get when we start up the game. Obviously, having just a splash screen with some text on, you know, it does a little bit to set the scene, but not really a great deal. This is a cool title screen as well, having the gauntlet up in the corner like that. Yeah, decent demo, decent length, and yeah, it left me wanting more. And I think that is realistically the mark of a good demo. You know, a demo is there to showcase your game and to get people hyped and put it on their wish list. It's not going to do that for me because the game was already on my wish list. But the demo has got me hyped. I would imagine people would want a more challenging difficulty than what this demo has presented. You know, I beat the boss on the second try, wasn't it? I think it was the second try. Now, yes, it's a demo, and yes, it's a tutorial, I assume. But the boss was fine. It was the basic enemies that were just a little bit meh. But again, if they're going to throw 6, 7, 8 at us and a variety of different enemies, actually that's probably okay. Because the focus realistically is on, I suppose, the power fantasy of cutting down the ordinary mooks and then quote-unquote struggling against the bosses a little bit. You know, I don't want this to go Souls-like. You know, there's no stamina bar anyway, so it doesn't matter. But the focus on breaking guard and stuff is, I suppose you could say, getting towards Sekiro adjacent. But again, with what's been presented so far, there's nothing anywhere close to like a Souls-like difficulty, which I think is a good thing. You know, give the player time to get used to the controls, to ramp up. Maybe it's just for the demo. Maybe the full game's much harder. Don't know. We'll find out. Do we have any idea about when this is actually due out? I think was it September? Yeah, 25th of September this year. 3 months. Is September only 3 months away? Yes, it is. That's all. Where's the year going? It's doing the typical Capcom thing of having an absolutely bazillion fuck ton of premium deluxe kits, skins and bits and pieces if you pre-order and do this, that and the other and buy this specific pack, and yeah. It's very Capcom. I'm not a fan of that, but they're doing it regardless of how much people complain, so yeah, it is what it is. I'm just going to get the base game. Unless something really grabs my eye in terms of, you know, deluxe bits and pieces, but I'm more than happy just to pay the basic price. That has done exactly what it needed to do. It's piqued my interest. It feels good to play. It looks good. That was with ray tracing set to medium. I mean, the little picture at the bottom, there's, I suppose, high ray tracing is ever so slightly less granular. But yeah, there's not a contact shadows is important. I assume none of this will work because we've got ray tracing on. Screen space, separate subsurface scattering. Yeah, I think for the most part that ran fairly well. I noticed a few bits where it went meh. And according to OBS, out of 275,000 frames, it's lagged for 21 of them. Oh, it is locked to 60. Is it locked to 60 because I've left VSync on accidentally? Oh, I have. Mind you, if it's... Oh no, I've got it locked to that. Maybe that's why. Because I've got a 200. My other is 240 hertz. Does not limit the frame rate for the entire game. Huh. Let's stick that on because we can. Interesting that it gives us colour space options as well. Let's just very quickly... I'm not trying to pad this video out, it doesn't make any difference. So this is with ray tracing on at high. So yeah, I mean, ooh, that's...
Right where we left off. Death can't stop us.
I wish it would stop you at least.
This will only get worse for you. You thought that would cut through? Too bad.
Who the hell wears a metal hat?
No, you cannot be done already.
I was too busy looking at the frame rate. So it's not awful considering I'm playing at 4K.
Right where we left off. Death can't
With full ray
stop
tracing on.
I wish it would stop you at least.
Oh, nicely done.
You're not getting the best of me.
I'll never get sick of this! Let's go, Musashi!
Oops.
That's not happening.
Ah, that was the dodge grab. Grab dodge. Oh, that was the perfect.
You knew this was coming.
Yeah. So when it was capped at 60, it probably felt like a fairly solid 60. It's using the GPU quite heavily, but that's fine. It should be with ray tracing on. I've got to a point where I can't play games at 240 Hz anyway because my setup's not powerful enough for that. For recording, I may as well cap things at 60. I prefer it at 120, but again, if I'm going to play with ray tracing on, I don't really think ray tracing has necessarily improved. Yeah, I don't think it's really improved. Oh, I put it on quality as well. It would probably work better. How bad? I always like checking this. If I turn DLAA on. Yeah. So if we max this out, so we're playing now at native 4K, how bad's the frame rate going to be? And it will be bad. Because A, I'm recording, and B, I'm playing at native 4K. And it's still over 30, but that's not great. And I tend to get shouted at for this, but I really can't tell the difference. You know, I'm not one of these people that say, oh, it looks so much crisper at native.
You too, huh?
Right where
It's gameplay, actually. So this really doesn't look a huge amount of
I wish
difference
it would
to
stop
me.
you at least.
You thought that would cut through? Too bad!
Who the hell wears a metal hat?
Take this!
Oops.
I really
Stabbed.
have gotten
Yeah.
too strong.
Yes, yes you have. So there we go anyway. I have fallen, and that is a look at the Onimusha Way of the Sword demo. Looking forward... Oh, I didn't try any of the consumables at all, did I? Looking forward to seeing how this pans out for the full game. I'll be turning the graphics options back down though. Until next time, thank you very much for watching. Are you planning on getting this one for yourself? Let me know down below. And which ones of the originals did you play? Because I'm not going to say I've got fond memories in the sense that I've got a wide variety of memories, but I remember enjoying them. So a new one suits me down to the ground. And it's nice to see them bringing back older franchises. They've had Capcom have had a couple of real bangers so far this year in RE9 and of course my current game of the year, Pragmata, which it's only June. It's at the start of June, so there could be stuff that comes out that blows me away. But as of right now, the mix of puzzling and shooting in the combat of that game, plus the wholesomeness, obviously, of the story, That was just so good. So good. There's a lot of good games coming out this year. We'll see how the rest of the year pans out. Cheerio. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.